When you get a developing story like this developing story, specifically the outrage in Brussels, Belgium, you need original thinking. You need original analysis. You need someone who's going to say something which nobody else has thought of, which is germane to the issue you are discussing. Such a guest, such a character is Judge Andrew Napolitano. Always original.
Why is everybody laughing when you say character?
My
Very
premise,
kind. Thank you.
My premise is that this helps Donald Trump in our electoral process here. You disagree or agree?
No, I fully agree, and I think Governor Sununu, who's ordinarily very articulate and can even be quite persuasive, though he didn't want to concede publicly what you said, really couldn't refute it because, and this is where I agree with Congressman Peter King, it is human nature in times of fear,
yes,
to move towards safety and defer the exercise of freedom. Now, I don't want the government to tamper with our freedoms, but I understand that when people have free choices to vote for Donald Trump, Republicans, or John Kasich or Ted Cruz, they will vote for the person who they think will best keep them safe.
Well,
and that helps Donald Trump.
My mind is exploding.
Why?
You have just accepted that on occasion, security takes precedence over privacy.
No, I have accepted that it is human nature to move towards security over liberty.
So I think
sometimes one must sort of go against the grain to maintain the primacy of liberty. But that's a minority view. The majority will opt toward safety. And listen, I'm not gainsaying John Kasich, whom we know and worked here and is very bright, and Ted Cruz, whose national security bona fides are second to no one. But the image conveyed by the three of them gives Trump the edge on security, perhaps because he called this issue with respect to Muslims, however repellent it may be to make a decision based on religion, he called it at a time and in a manner for which he now gets credit.
One more item which we've stressed on this program. The developments in Europe, in my opinion, make it more likely that the Brits will vote to leave the European Union.
And would that be, now if I could ask you, because you understand, having been educated there by the socialists who still run the place, would that be the end of David Cameron's position as prime minister? Because he's staking his all on this, is he not?
He is. Yes, he is. He wants to stay in. He's negotiated a deal to stay in.
It's really...
Along comes this development, and that his argument for staying in rings a little hollow.
Agreed. And then the mayor of London, as opposed to the Lord Mayor of London.
There's a difference.
The mayor of London, Boris Johnson, also a notorious character, will be a prime candidate to succeed him.
I think that is the case. Yes, indeed.
And a man considerably more conservative than Mr. Cameron.
Yes, he is. Hold on a second, Judge. Thanks very much indeed. I got breaking news. What do we have? A suspect who's wanted for questioning in this case?
Well, Belgian police have released the photograph of a man they say they'd like to question. He's the one on the far right in a white shirt, light-coloured jacket, seen prior to the explosions. The other two men in that photograph unidentified, but it's the one on the far right. Now, this has gone out across Brussels and all social media. Federal prosecutors say they want to get in touch with this individual. He could have links to those that carried out the attacks.
Liz, I want you to come into this because you told me just a few moments ago that somebody wheeled a suitcase into the departure area at Brussels airport. It exploded and it was full of nails. That
is a concern, and that there are other suitcases as well. And so, you know, what is happening here is the law enforcement is trying to go through this is what we're hearing from law enforcement, all of what are called the security cameras to see who they can catch leaving things or wheeling things throughout the airport. That information is being fed throughout law enforcement throughout Brussels.
And the bag that blew up, was it on that trolley that fellow there was pushing?
That airport has extensive closed-circuit television, CCTV everywhere. They have video of the individuals blowing themselves up.
Everybody's on camera all the time. Almost everywhere in Europe these days.
And it's effective.
These guys certainly were.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up for another break. We're down 33 points on the Dow Industrials. I'm saying virtually no financial reaction to the outrage in Europe.